Time for another freaking episode of Coffee Talk, episode 2, Tally Ho. My name is KingFishOcean, also known as It's Ocean. And in the last episode, once again, because I have the memory of a goldfish, I don't remember what happened. Also, it's getting very, very, very warm these days. So there may be the odd episode here and there where maybe I might not have the webcam on, because I do have to have the bulb on up here, the light, which makes this room so much goddamn warmer. So sometimes it is nice to be able to just record a video without being on the webcam, being able to turn the light off, and being able to just kind of vibe, which is quite nice. It helps keep the room a little bit cooler. I just want to let you know going forward, there may be 1 or 2 episodes here and there where I don't have the webcam on. I'll probably talk about that at the start of those specific episodes. But anyway, back to the Coffee Talk. Hell yes. Also, on a random note, if you haven't seen it yet, I did do a reaction video to the Sony showcase that happened recently. So that is over on the It's Ocean channel, which you'll find a link at the end of this video on the card and stuff. Or on my channel, and I will be doing all the usual E3 stuff, even though it's not E3 this year, but still, I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos for that over on the It's Ocean channel, so if you want to check those out, feel free. It should hopefully be a fun time. Anyway, that's just drink recipes. I went on the same thing again. Good job, me. I don't know if there's anything new to look at here. Hell yeah, he's doing one of those. Which is swearing in England, which is funny. But still. Dinner with my team! Oh, hell yeah, they got like a golem dude. Who the fuck is that little man in the middle? I want to meet him. Yo, devs, if you're somehow watching this, I don't know if you're making a third one, or if you're doing anything else, but if you make an episode 3, put the yellow creature in the third game. Please, I want to meet this guy, or girl, or whatever they are. They seem super cool, and I love them already. Hell yes. Hell yes. Rihanna cheering. Normal schedule. I forget I usually have to press A on them. Oh, hell yeah. Nice picture. I dig it. I love her hairstyle. It looks nice. I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important, you guys. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while, everyone. I never rest. I'm always trying to do content. Last night was wild. Ever had a night like that? Sometimes. Well, I used to. Not so much now that I'm an adult. Things are a little more chill these days, to be honest, but hell yeah. Anyway, let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up for today, and the weather's keeping quiet. What do you mean? It's raining again. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Speaking of which, it's like we are psychic. What up, Gala, my dude? Oh, hell yeah! We starting off good! Oh, fucking bite me, daddy. I mean, huh? Who said that? That was... Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. I like to think that every time I'm talking to them, I'm doing that typical bartender thing where I'm just, like, drying a glass with a dish towel. You know, like dishcloth. Just like, yes, nice story, yes. Nice to see you two. How did it go at the hospital today? What happened at the hospital? I don't remember. Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted, to be honest. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? Did they have an argument, or... No, it's not that, it's, Well, for starters, my Fury is giving me a hard time. Yeah, I have something that gives me a hard time as well. It's called Hyde, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway. Your Fury? Is it the full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few months before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, and our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. This sounds like the werewolf version of periods. Kind of. Interesting. Small, but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, but to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. A bit crankier as well. He yelled at Hyde today, didn't he? Is there a drink that could help with that? I need my guide. I just... fucking... remembered that. What about the Galahad? Or is that only for the full moon? I'm confused. What day are we on today? Save 18th. Alright, so the fucking website I was using for the guide reset. So now I have to scroll down and try and find where I was again. Wait, what? What month are we in? Oh wait, I'm looking at the dates of when I actually last saved my game. Not the actual dates we're playing on. Alright. September the 27th. Right, okay. A gala tea. Alright, sure. I never found one. If anyone can come up with it, it's you, Ocean. Since the Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well? Maybe, but I think it might need a little more, needs to be a little more relaxing. Like a Galahad, but with no caffeine, and maybe blue? Yeah, that sounds about right. Blue pea motherfricker, I'm gonna pee in your drink. I mean, what? Milk and ginger, but I'm still gonna pee in your drink, but it's blue. It's blue. Is there anything I need to give him? I gave him the key card, didn't I? Alright. Ba ba da 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 da. I love the little wolf. I'm glad that this game does the arts for me a lot of the time. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Did you come up with these names on the spot, Ocean? Ah, no, it takes a bit of soul searching, I guess. To tailor it to the situation and so on. That almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're gonna order. I don't know nothing, I'm not from the future, I'm not a spaceman. Call it a sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes then, I guess. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. I would love to have like a nice hot drink, like I fancy something like a hot chocolate, but like a raspberry hot chocolate or something, you know what I mean? But it's too fucking warm for that kind of drink right now, so I'm sad. Otherwise, my ass would be all the way down at Costa right now, getting myself a drink. Saying that, they only tend to do certain hot chocolates during Christmas, which makes me sad, but it does make me look forward to Christmas a little bit more, because then I know that they get those drinks in. It's like, hell yeah. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Come on, spit it out. Did something happen? Actually, Ocean, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. You kissed my ass! Like, literally, you kissed me right on the asshole. I wasn't expecting it. I thought we were just gonna make out. Oh, you meant that? No, I was so tired today that I nearly fell asleep on the job. Ugh. Most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. Never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now that how I feel when Fury is about to hit. Take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all. You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and I found this one, lying on the sofa staring at the ceiling. Mood. Looking so gloomy it sucked the color right out of the room. It's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me help him, Ocean. Help me to help you, help me to help you, help me to help you. Shout out to Scrubs. Also shout out to No Scrubs. By TLC, I think. I'm at my wit's end. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Try to holler at me. Sorry, I had to for a second. It just pops into my head. I had to. Okay. You can't mention No Scrubs and not sing it. Okay. It's the law. Anyway, Mr. Hyde. Ugh. Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Very fast. Life is too short to last long. Sure, it's Blink-182. And bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old. Never been this bored in my entire life. 40 years old? I thought you said you were alive in the 60s. What do you mean? Aren't we in like 2020? Or does he mean like 40 years old as a vampire? I'm so confused. I could have swore that Hyde was like fucking like 100 or some shit. Yeah, I'm going on Tomodachi. Yeah, Tomodachi and then not on the stories. Alright. Doesn't tell you his age. Never mind. I thought he was older than that though. Wait, what is my notification that I've got on Tomodachi? I'm confused. Is it just an update on Gala? Yeah. Look at that little thing. Hell yeah. And Gala with his hair looking a little bit more shaggy. Or maybe it's styled. I don't know. Anyway. Oh wait, yeah, he does have his hair like that. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know why I forgot for a second. Interesting. Usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I knew it. Not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Ocean. Come on, intervention first, gossip later. Alright, fair play. Fair enough. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job, you nincompoop! Did you not hear me the first time? Oh, yell at me some more, Daddy. I mean, what? Hey, there's no need to shout. I'm also irritated about it, okay? Not exactly used to just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. You should take up gaming. It'll fill some time. But modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. Why don't you try content creation? You and Lucas should do a little collab. See how that goes. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind, then? Yes. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. That song change was perfectly timed, by the way. That was wild. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while. So they had to be elegant and well-made and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on billboards for months. I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with the wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. And then the social media age came, and it all became disposable. Mood. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts online, and it gets attention for like, what, 10 minutes? And then another campaign comes in, and everything's completely forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. Whoa, what happened? Where'd it go? There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes too, I guess. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you on OnlyFans. OnlyVamps. I mean, he has a what? Sign me up. You mentioned that last night, and my answer still hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, sure, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? I'm going to take up graffiti art. Maybe so. Would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That became a part of their lives in a real way. How do you know you have people in your life in... You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you? That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Fair play. Do you see what I'm dealing with, Ocean? It does seem to be a horny issue. I mean, thorny issue. Ow. I need to stop slapping myself for a bit, for a joke, because it always hurts. I always go a little bit too into it. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde. Yes, I would. That sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy, both recently or when we first met. Alright, Jahir Tubruk. Coffee, ginger. I almost said caffeine. Coffee, ginger! I love the idea of somehow accidentally putting garlic in his drink and seeing what happens. Sounds a little bit fucked up, but I'm curious. Can't help it, okay? Wait, do I even have any items? Alright, I'm good. Serve! You've been served. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Huh. Nice, Ocean. And you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet that you can remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. Oh, hell yeah, what are you buying? At a place of my choosing. Ugh. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? Sorry about the peaking audio, but hell yeah. Hell yeah, Gala. Steak. Hell yeah, I could absolutely join you in that. I would love to. Big ass steak with maybe some onions on it, you know, with some fries or something. Oh, that would hit different right now. I'm very hungry right now. Although for my dinner today, I'm having Chinese curry, so I'm excited for that. Hell yeah. You know it. Have you won all the bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Oh hell yeah, the Claire de Lune mix. Sweet. Claire de Lo-Fi. Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Hell yeah. Rub it in my face, why don't you? I know where this is because I saw it in the thingy. Hell yeah. Lua, you're a freaking cutie girl. Do you know that? You're a freaking cutie. Hell yeah. Oh, hi everyone. Hey, Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. Now, if we had a scene, I'll admit that Gala, yeah, he's kind of a cutie. Not quite my personal taste, but like he's kind of a cutie. But if we had Hyde, Lua, and Riona in the same scene, I think I might actually explode. That's good. I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. Wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. We just ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. Must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Oh, can I have my drink before I answer? That's alright, Ocean. Of course. What would you like? You can have anything you like. You can have anything you like. Or whatever the Weird Al song goes like. Spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Ugh. Is there anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please. Honey-related drinks when you have a sore throat. They really got me through COVID, I gotta say. Not last year, the year before. Yeah, the year before. I forgot for a second then. Time passes so quickly these days. For me at least. Lemon honey chocolate, which is chocolate, lemon, and honey. Chocolate, lemon, and honey. So, lemon and honey hot chocolate, essentially. Nice. I don't know if I would like lemon in hot chocolate, personally. Lemon's a bit of a sour flavour for me, personally, which is funny that I mentioned that, because I found this, I imagine America might already have this, but this, Monster energy drink today that's Aussie-style lemonade. Can design's kind of nice. It's got, like, this... Oh, wrong way. It's got, like, this, like, blue kind of tints to it and stuff, with, like, all these, like, fish. It's literally a me drink. Although, shout out to this fish right here. Oh, God. I keep forgetting I have to, like, crop my camera in a certain way. So I keep pointing it towards the actual lens, and I forget that I need to actually put it more towards the right. But yeah, that fish has seen some shit. But yeah, it literally just tastes like cloudy lemonade. It's kind of nice though, but it's a little bit sour. It's got like a little bit of a sour kick, just like cloudy lemonade. But yeah. I gotta say though, raspberry lemonade or pink lemonade as well. Oh, so good. So good. Interesting. I'm trying not to look too far ahead, but I just caught a bit of text, and apparently the next day in this game is going to be a very interesting one. So that's I don't know why, it just says that it's one of the bigger days of this game. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, I can shut the guide for now, because apparently I've done all the drinks for today. So that's cool. How did you put the stick, like, spoon through the lemon? I guess that makes sense, actually, because then if you're, like, stirring your drink, the lemon will go with it. That's smart. I don't know if that's the reason for it, but that's smart. Here you go, some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. So that's why there's lemon in it, okay. Thanks, Dr. Ocean. This is truly lovely. Just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get this big contract at the moment, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. Sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision-making. Part of me likes that, but, part of me feels the pressure of it. It's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Hell yeah. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala, you probably gathered that Bay and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it, too. He's a gossipy bitch. I am indeed a gossipy bitch. Well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. Honestly, it's done me a lot of good. Thing is, I know Bay means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks that I'd like. And I should like them, but he's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. Should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But I get annoyed instead. And I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed. Which makes me even more annoyed! It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. We only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons, then, but you know, things aren't that simple, are they? That's very true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem. I'm not sure. First, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision-making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's been hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is just hard to navigate, and I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that, though. But I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers and all that stuff, the more that it's all starting to feel wrong to me. Maybe you don't want to get married. I don't mean the wedding itself. Oh, okay. I want to get married to Bailey's, but the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before, and been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues, and all these people. They rent these beautiful barns, and they hire live bands, and they wear designer dresses, bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great. This is what I want. But now it just feels more and more off to me, you know? Why don't you tell your fiancé that? I'm not gonna lie, I actually have been toying in my head with the idea of like a forest wedding or something like that. I don't really want a wedding that's in like a big fancy venue that's really expensive and stuff. You know, like I think my partner has said something similar as well. Like she doesn't mind the idea of doing a smaller get together and stuff. But I just think the idea of like a forest, like a wedding in a forest or a beautiful meadow or something like that. That sounds beautiful to me. That might just be because I really love springtime. I really love flowers. I really love, even though I know nothing about them. And I really love that kind of weather, you know? I think the only problem would be making sure that, like, rainy weather is the only issue. Because if you have a wedding inside a venue, you don't have to worry too much about rain unless you're doing something outdoors, you know? Unless you, like, the pictures afterwards might be a bit of an issue. But, like, at least you know that you're going to be indoors most of the day, you know? But, like, being outdoors for, like, a forest kind of wedding, or like a beach kind of wedding. I wonder if anyone's done like a desert wedding that isn't like from like the Middle East or something like that, you know? That'd be interesting. I don't know. Anyway, getting distracted. What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much. You all know that. This is supposed to be our special day. A way to celebrate our partnership. Bay wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks that I don't. Or if he thinks that I don't trust him. Sorry, I just got a random message. Ouch. 1 second. Alright, partner's just ran into some traffic issues. She's currently travelling down via car to her family, to go see her family for the weekend. And apparently they've run into a bit of traffic, so that kind of sucks. So they're going to be a little bit late now. Rush hour traffic is like fucking awful, by the way, like, ugh. Anyway, I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what the other thinks, instead of working on your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does that apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters. Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you've met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes. He's blonde? I thought he had, like, gingery brown hair. The fuck? Right, I'm glad you remember that, because you were making it sound like you're in a relationship with your friends who got married. And the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship that you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint, if that's what you... Oh, right. I couldn't make sense of that for a second, but I get it now. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint, if that's what you like. Didn't somebody do that? Like, they had, like, a wedding at a KFC. And because they had the wedding at the KFC and, like, it went viral or something, KFC gave them, like, a year's supply of free KFC or something like that. I swear I remember seeing that. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. Sorry about the brief pause there. My nose started tickling really badly, so I decided to blow my nose because it was driving me up the wall. Anyway. I don't know if I read that line, but oh well, it said the wedding won't feel shabby if it's yours, basically. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken, I guess. It's just... I feel like Hyde's the kind of person that kind of gives tough love. He's probably lived long enough to see people keep dancing around things like this to the point where maybe he's gotten kind of tired of it now, so he's just like, look, you motherfucker, here's your solution, you know? And kind of is a little bit more brutally honest, you know? My family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do, or maybe they just think they do. This is something actually that I can say I don't agree with. I don't like the idea that unless your family are paying for it, which then I can kind of understand a bit more, your family should not have a say in your wedding. The wedding is meant to be celebrating you and your partner, you know? So it should be up to you and your partner what you do with that. It's meant to be your special day. Therefore, like the partner, like the two partners' special day. Therefore, it shouldn't be all about the parents and what they want or what friends want or other family members want. You know, it should be up to what you want. You know, like Hyde said, have it in trainers in a fast food restaurant if you want. That's whatever means something to you, whatever is special for you. And if you, to be really honest, if your parents or family are like, no, I don't like that idea, newsflash, I don't care. You know, like, just be like, I don't care, it's my wedding, not yours. You've had, like, you might have had your wedding or whatever, but it's not your wedding, it's mine. You know, and I know, like, parents probably have that idea in their head of, but I want my daughter or son to get married in this way, and I want them to wear this, and I want them to do that. Newsflash, they might not want that. They might not want that. They might not like that idea, you know? So, it's better, instead of putting all these expectations onto someone else's wedding, to let them do their wedding, you know? Let them have their wedding the way that they want it, you know? Anyway. Then maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. Not saying to just invite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. Exactly. I really shouldn't, should I? You've actually given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. No, my pleasure, Hyde. Pleasure me. What? That was weird. Someone saying lewd thing. Wasn't me. Anyway. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Is he gonna become a therapist or something? Is that because, like, he mentioned his career path and he's tied with it and he wants to feel like he has some sort of bond? Saying that, with therapists, you have to have a strictly business mindset. You're not, like, I've heard that, I think it's been loosened a bit more recently, but I have heard there's, like, rules for things like therapy and those kinds of things where you're not allowed to make friends with the person that you're helping, because then it can kind of cloud your judgment a little bit and stuff and can affect how you do your job, which I understand, but it still kind of sucks. Like, I've had bits of therapy myself in the past, and I've, like, walked past one of the therapists or whatever, like, in the town centre, and I've gone, oh, hi, and just, like, waved to them, and they've just looked at me and gone, and just, like, blanked me and kept walking. Like, for all I know, they might not remember me. Fair enough. Fair enough. But, like, it always kind of hurts a little bit, you know, because I'm like, oh, I thought we were friends. But, yeah, it just kind of sucks, but, whatever. Maybe you should become a therapist. Me and you, Gala, same wavelength. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. You looking to change careers, Hyde? He's a bit too brutally honest, though, maybe. So I don't know. It will be an interesting idea, though. He's bored of modeling. Finds it too permanent. Wants to leave a mark. Wants to have a bit of fun. Just a quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way that you can make modeling fun again? Only vamps. I'm telling you, only vamps. You're an erotic dude. You'd be down for that, I just know it. Come on. Start an only vamps. I'm in on that. I'll subscribe right now. I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago in a car. Don't remind me! Sorry, Gala. What happened then? Oh, I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer. I was modeling gacha toys. How would that even work? And she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera. A proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, and also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. Started doing the usual, posing, switching, posing some more. Something felt different, and then I realized what it was. I was naked. I mean, most of the time we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep. Most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. Yep. Like that. With flashes constantly. Felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. Thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. We had a great time and we kind of got friendly, I guess. And then at the end of it, we all decided to have an orgy. Because that is what I do, because I'm hired. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, and then we fooled around. She showed me some exposure, and then we exposed each other. I mean, what? Shot some random stuff, one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her darkroom, and then I come in her darkroom. How she developed the pictures and how they came out. Watch how they did that, I mean. Did always have a fondness for dark places. Huh, comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked absolutely really like me. Even I would fuck me. I mean, what? You know, and me I could recognize. That's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame. Working each picture through the chemical baths. Hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a little bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. It was the first time she really liked a portrait that someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's actually a beautiful story. It gives me an idea. I think I have another career for you. Being the person on the other side of the camera, maybe. Please share, Lua. You're doing us both a solid. Photographer. Go on, then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently. But apparently film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully. It's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Who? Me? No, the other vampire is looking for a new line of work. Yes, you! I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Oh well, forget about it then, I guess. No, don't you forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. You love to chat people up. Both literally and physically. And then you end up having orgies with them. It's kind of weird. I'm not a fan of it myself. But Ocean would like to be involved in one with you. I mean, huh? What? What are you saying, Gala? That was a weird comment to make. He's not wrong. I mean, what? You'd solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the parents. Most importantly, you do something for these people they will never forget. They'll look at your pictures their whole lives. That's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Mrs. Lua, but it's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the Mafia sure is really looking up right now. You're hopeless. Falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, it's alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. Maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde, and good luck. Hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Ocean. See you later. Good night, you two. Oh, the vibes. Here we go again, last one sitting. Now, would you like to sit on my lap? Yes, I mean, what? What? Indeed, proper night owls, us two. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? Ah, you're thinking about it. I see that finger twitching. Anxious tick. It's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. So it's like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. That's exactly what you do to me, Hyde. If you get what I'm saying. What? You do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever, unless you're a vampire. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and the next thing you know... Ugh, I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. Erotic love! You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years, with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. It's not two souls becoming one. Not really. I'd know the one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But do you regret trying? Maybe you could try again with me. Huh? What? No, I guess I don't. Confirm for me that marriage and the like, it's never gonna be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, humanity was given a grim reminder. For that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating. And something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricksy little one, Ocean. You're a tricksy hobbit. And I'm too tired to fight your logic. Which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. I meant to say, I appreciate our one-on-one chats. Now, if we could have more of a one-on-one session back at your place, or mine, maybe. Just saying. Hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable, for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species as well. But even then, he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times. Technologies will die out. New technologies will come, and so will I. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lura and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Ocean? Very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. You've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story in Chapter 3. Episode 3, I mean. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We'll make sure it's not displaced. I know you will. We will make sure it's not displaced. Who is we? 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 What? I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm gonna go browse for some film cameras or something. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. Alright. It's probably gonna have a quick pop-up from... Yep, there we go. Just quickly check these off. Spanish Sahara, place that you wanna leave the horror here. Anyway. And the Gala tea. Such a lovely blue on that drink. So good. The fact that I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Hell yeah. Good job, Hyde. Lure. Love up. That scrolls so fast. Lover of the bright moonlight, believer in a life without a fight. In a life without a fight. You fight all the time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm a big fan of art and poetry. Working 9 to 5 in a trading company by day. Going to poetry readings and museums on the weekends. Enraptured by the forbidden fruit. So she's secretly a little bit gay? Is that what that's saying? I'm not sure. Enraptured by the forbidden fruit. Wait, what? Hey guys, what's up? Guess where I am, cause sure as hell I don't know. Are you lost? I need to tick these off. I wish that just highlighting them would do that, but oh well. Ah, that's everything. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. But some of us will. Definitely, I'll wait. I will wait for you. Hell yeah. Alright. God, I love this game's vibes. Vibes AF. Good stuff. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. Interesting. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Okay. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. Why, is it a bad game? Get it? Cause Burnout's a video game and an elven version of Burnout. Anyway. Dumb joke, don't mind me. It's kind of my brand at this point. Good evening. Yo, what up, Georgie? Officer, welcome. Hey, Ocean. How you doing? Uh-oh. Did you lose the lighter again? I mean, I didn't find it, so... Officer? Oh, hey, yeah, sorry. My mind's kind of elsewhere right now. No worries. Work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a pal. How many real behind, Ocean? What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute. I'm feeling out of my depth. Talking about your recent patrols? Yeah. Been analyzing the CCTV footage of the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrared's caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats, or cats, or bats, or twats, or... Anyway. But neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, you know, the laughter. Huh. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles, huh? Can werbeasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I forgot to check Tomodachi, so I'm going to do that real quick while I remember. Alright. A girl always has her secrets. Hopefully not the murdering kind. Top of the morning to y'all. Sorry, I've been watching some Jacksepticeye. Pretty cool dude, am I right? Hungover, but feeling awesome. Just spent almost 2 hours. Oh, wait, that's not. I was thinking of Aqua, not Myrtle. Just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games on the App Store. The amount of copycat games are just staggering. Yep. No delivery today. We'll resume tomorrow. I kind of, like, oddly respect the fact that a lot of Riona's updates are just her talking about deliveries. And that's it. That's, like, all we ever hear from her is just her talking about deliveries. I literally just got another immediate thing. Are you serious? Do you know why the satires from France are more musical than ones from America? Because they have French horns. Fucking horns. Sorry, not sorry. Hell yeah. I respect that joke. I respect it. I see. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. Game theories. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Ocean. I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see. Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was to be referred to as such. Oh. Does that mean banshees were parts of the fairy folk? Heh, probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions. Yes! Apparitions like... Ghosts? Ghosts? Ghosts! I see. What do you mean, I see? Huh? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. But, come on. Ghosts don't exist. You're saying that in a world where vampires, elves, dwarves, garden gnomes, I don't know why I said garden gnomes, just gnomes in general, banshees and all these other creatures exist. What do you mean they don't exist? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Alright, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. I just realised I like his little badge on the right hand side. Like on his chest here actually. Because reversed on my side. Because it kind of looks like it's, if you look at it closely, there's like the middle goldy yellowy bit looks like it's got two eyes, and then the bits coming off the side looks like it's like this, like it's like flexing. I love that. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Maybe I'm a ghost. Just saying. Huh? Well, I'm totally not a ghost or an apparition of any sort. It's not me that's doing that to the cars. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world, even. Sometimes, literally, spacemen and space ladies. Huh? You're right, actually. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadillos. True that? If you don't mind telling me, though, may I ask the reason that you're so afraid of ghosts? Oh, that was me. But why are you copying my voice? Freaking weirdo? That's rude. Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something that I'm ready to talk about, anyway. Understandable. Understandable. Have a nice day. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh, alright. The ghosts of my past. Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Ocean. That's all I'm willing to share for now. One time, Hyde suggested that I get in his car for a certain event featuring a couple of other people. Garla doesn't remember me being there. It's probably for the best. I mean, what? Nothing. You know, it's kind of funny. My grandpop was very into this stuff. So's my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just that my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. I see. That makes sense. They're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best possible way. Like, you know the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the zen-ness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you've almost got it. Yeah? Huh. I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. Sorry to hear that. Don't be. On that note, I only just realised the badge is also on his hat as well. The hat looks a little bit less like a person flexing. Actually, no, it kind of does look like a dude flexing, but the top bit looks like sunglasses instead. And dots in the middle could be like his mouth, being like, like smiling like, yeah, cool dude. On that note, Ocean, you see my ladder, right? Granddad's, I'm assuming? I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it right now. No, yes. My bad. That thing was originally my grandpop's. He bought it some time after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury that he'd never been able to recover from. Ah. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it's a good location for him with all the veterans support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with our pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. Ah, I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess what it is? You mean Bourne Street, as in Jason Bourne. So I'm starting to wonder, was my grandpa's Jason Bourne? Anyway, wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went through his files and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He bought the lighter there. Wow, what a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence, though? What do you mean? Come on, man. Ain't no way they're just coincidences, Ocean. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right. And then my luck just started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone, you see. Right. Then one thing led to another, my team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me, who's in charge of the case? Me! Then there's the Banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I would have even remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? Come on, man, tell me. Well, if you list them all in order like that. I'm telling you, Ocean, that place is calling for me. The case is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with the spooks. I can't even play no Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't do it. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know. I've always thought that you were pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. You know, like, I'm not even a fan of the TV show. I do like that Jensen Ackles, though. He seems like a pretty boy, you know? Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Huh? What's that? Nothing. Don't worry about it. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really specific to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh? It's kind of something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. I completely forgot that we hadn't even made this guy a drink yet. Holy shit. Protection from what, though? Eat from evil spirits and bad luck, I think? Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit? Ah, gotcha. But Ocean, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit, yo. It needs to be lit up. I just think that your lighter might give it that extra magic boost that it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean. What are you gonna make me anyway? Nah, you know what? I trust you. Here. Officer George's lighter. If he forgets it again, it looks like it's on his forehead. But yeah, like it's just... Anyway. I didn't press the button then, that auto played, but oh well. Okay, then make me this magical drink that you've learned, Ocean. Huh. So I just read that apparently, on this day, if I gave Riona bad service, like I didn't give her the right drinks or whatever, things would play out differently and Riona seemingly would no longer be in the game or something. I don't know if that means that she just leaves or if she dies or I don't fucking know. But apparently she'll no longer appear and instead you get a different character that shows up or something. So that's interesting. I'm curious who it is. Alright, the Kimada. Coffee, honey, lemon, and make sure to give him the lighter back. Coffee, honey, no, that's not honey. Did you, speaking of which, did you know with honey you can save on your... Anyway, coffee, honey, lemon. Alright. Whoa. They even have moving graphics. That is fucking cool. They could have just had, like, what looks like a flame, and I would have been fine with that. But they went above and beyond. And then make sure to give him his lighter back. Alright, there you go, my dude. Enjoy. Looks cool. I mean, doesn't look cool. It looks hot as hell. But you know what I mean. Alright. And then I have one more drink after this for today. Alright, sure. Oh, wow. The drink does light up. Huh. Yep, it's special just for you. So don't tell anybody. Shh. Roger that. Here you go. Oh, careful. Dang, Ocean. This is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. You can sue me, I guess. I don't fucking know. Arrest me. I don't know. In fact, can you just leave the handcuffs behind for when Hyde gets back? I mean, what? Huh. I don't know what the hell you're talking about right now, Ocean, about these handcuffs. Just don't worry. Just drink your drink. Drink your goddamn drink. Fucking, why? I just got a random YouTube notification just telling me that a channel uploaded a video. I don't have notifications turned on because I don't like push notifications. I only have them for thingy, for messages. Like for important messages from like family and friends and stuff. Otherwise, that's it. I don't like push notifications. They drive me nuts. But oh well. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Ocean. You even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man. At least with crooks you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude. I do know that there are 2 new people that pop up. Huh? Are they apparitions? Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease, I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? The car? Lightning McQueen? Ka-chow? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. Heh, it is you. Surprised, just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. It would be really funny if he went one seat over the other way. Like, oh, wrong way. You know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. Feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in the same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure if we were going to make it out alive. We truly were the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take your word for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. Not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? Need to bust a ghost, and then bust a move? Oh yeah, I gotta bust a move on a ghost. Well, busting might be a bit much, but busting makes me feel good. Anyway. I was just talking to Ocean about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out super easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked from, by what happened on Bond Street the other day. Ah, I remember that. Heh. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? I think he's an apparition. Your cases, man. Because that's the thing, he said not with that attitude, and then we didn't hear the bling-a-ding from what I remember. Unless we did and I just don't remember. I'd have probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. When I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We're investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you catch my drift. If you get my Tokyo drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hint. Would constantly just literally do drifts in a ghostly car around the room. And she was like, will you stop? Kept singing songs by Initial D. From the Initial D soundtrack. I mean. Anyway, we had to go on and exercise the place, right? What's an Initial D? Never mind. But the husband, he's got wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it. It's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. Right angles, 90-degree angles, you know, acute angles, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I get it. Used to be his home. All of his stuff is still there. It's hard. I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out, and bam, Margera. Next minute, all this romantic music is playing, and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then, before I know what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel, and he's behind me, and, suddenly, we're listening to music. The whole thing's weird. Isn't this the plot of the 1990 movie Ghost? I was literally thinking that. I can't remember what music plays for that. But for some reason, the ha ha ha, I know this much is true comes to mind. I don't think that was the song, but it comes to mind. Oh. Maybe we had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. Story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting stuff. Another person. Yo, who's fucking Officer McMuscles? Who kind of looks like he could be McQueen's brother. They have a similar shaped face. I think that's why. Dude is also super pink. Hey, detective. Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your important errands sorted? I sure did. Dooley, I can see crumbs stuck to your face. That's just the rain. It's raining pizza, my dude. It's very bready rain. The sequel to Heavy Rain. There's filling all over your shirt. Don't you mind that. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It healed up, though. You're literally holding the receipt from the pizza shop. I'm changing it. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. I was testing. It was a test the whole time, and you passed, man. So what did I miss? Talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Heh. Ghosts? Alright, maybe McQueen's not a ghost. Never mind. Huh. You're afraid of him, right, too? Same... yeah. No idea. Never met one. We stopped a ghost riot. Pfft, ghosts aren't real. See, you don't need to be scared of them, man. See? Easy. Solved it. They have different badges and things on their hat. One is TLPD, one is SPD. I'm confused. Anyway, there you go, I guess. Sorry that wasn't much help. Nah. What you said? They're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, or violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring! Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to their issues and spectral wails. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside, quite literally. Which should be easy, since you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything that he says. I certainly don't. Huh, well, thanks for the advice. Think it'll help. A pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think we should read that case briefing and find out why the hell we're actually here. I already did. Oh? Turns out we're meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. Hyde? No. Gal? Who was the one that drove a taxi again? I don't remember. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. You know what? I kind of like these two. I want these two to come back, or at least Dooley. Okay, let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. Bye, guy. Good luck with your rep problem or whatever. Bye, coffee wizard. How did you know I was a wizard? As I'm literally like levitating a mug. Take care, I guess. 1 second, I have a new brew pad, apparently. And it's it's gonna bother me. There we go. That was quite something, huh? I mean, why are you making fun of my voice again? Will you stop doing that? It's fucking rude, man. I'm gonna arrest you, I swear to God. Bye-bye. Well, what do you know, Ocean? Looks like my good luck is back. For the record, after making fun of my voice, I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now, ain't it, mate? You know what, George? I asked for that. You're right. My bad. Yeah, how's it feel? Not so nice, is it? Anyway, I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. I'm very glad that you do. Thanks anyway, Ocean. I really did nothing much. You gonna be okay? Okay enough to stop thinking about what to do next. And I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Will do. Alrighty then. Maybe I'll go check the stock and... Nope. Yes. It's the Queen herself. Hell yeah. Miss Rihanna, welcome. Oh, hello. How's the traffic out though? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Leonora Avenue. Oof. Can imagine the gridlock already. Ugh. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great. I'm happy you're here then. So, anything I can make for you this evening? I'd like something for my throat. Apparently there's something going round at the moment. Everyone's got a sore throat. Appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. Tea, lemon, and honey. Alright. You got it. Tea and a lemon and a honey. Yeah. Yeah. Midsummer Night's Dream. Sure, it's the Persona 3 movies. Hell yeah. Or just Persona in general. Because holy shit, the soundtracks are fire! Anyway. Serve it up, serve it up. Cup of one Midsummer Night's Dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. 1 second, I have a Tomodachi. It's important. I'm sure you'll understand. It's Rihanna. I thought it was going to be Georgie. Singer, groover, part-time. Nice shirt. It's wonderful. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues that he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh? What do you need? Could you give my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh? An email address and a phone number are written on it, belonging to Riona Sheeran. Who am I giving this to again? I actually missed who she said. I blanked it out. I don't know. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. Is it possible that I spoke more than necessary? Was it Georgie? I think it was. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness, knowing what happened to the tree. That's entirely understandable, though. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please do let me know. It is the least I could do, as I realize there will be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh, I mean, you know, because Officer Georgie is a human. And we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. Why did the camera just do that? Why did it just go and then move back? That was weird. That was really random. I thought someone came in for a second then. I'd say you've already helped him out in more ways than one. Hmm? Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little, I'm sorry. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late. I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. Literally, I'm a creature made of ears. It's really creepy. You should see it. Anyway. That may actually be part of the problem, I'm afraid. Pardon? You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling, to say the least. Uh-oh. I'm sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just... I used to believe that I had a settled life objective. But I have been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance. Even though they had no direct connection to the audience that I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however. Which I am thankful for. It's very thoughtful of her. So what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself more known. Oh. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Probably guessed my concern about it. I think so. But you could give me a refresher, just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak, right? She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well... Oh, but it's not guaranteed that you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you'll have to do way, way more than just making a few calls and waiting for calls back, you know. I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After all, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it is either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. Then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right. Thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try a suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. I'm being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I also have continued our correspondence. Although, perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck? Pardon? Like stuck in a manhole? It was really strange. I had to come and rescue him. Anyway, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh? Oh, right, yeah, I might have seen it. Did you? Came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. And then he called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk. He was literally like, "Hey, yo, man, look at man, I'm freaking get drinks. This is the good shit, man." And then the bad shit went live, and it fell in the fucking shopping cart. And the mayor came over and gave me the key, and then I just freaking kissed his ass, and then fell in a manhole. Yeah, that sounds about right. Really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought and entered Kerry Park without realizing he had done so. Yeah, that's what they all say. Fell and slipped, and then I was suddenly in Kerry Park. We all know the truth. Just say you were banging, okay? Oh, Kerry Park's a place, right? Okay. Must have been some deep thinking he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Huh, well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 PM. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transport nearby. Wouldn't it be easy for him to just call a cab? Told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. True, touche. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet? Might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless be oppressed by the occasion, devastation, whatever the lyrics are. I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team. Needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Oh. I see. Suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. I know that feeling all too well. Miss. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it, though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump for at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask. Why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believed that, the number of rejections I've received so far should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? Just let talent speak for itself. We would all have to all have to have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it was standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of fate? Sure, it's Persona 5. Of the individual judging you at that moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all? What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance even. I think I gave her I fucking voiced her, but it was me speaking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm zoning out a little bit right now. I'm really hungry and my stomach kind of hurts a little bit. So I'm just kind of like, what? Because of that right now. Because one can't simply know every single way to overcome obstacles. Or be able to safely recognize warning signs while first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. Miss Riona? Yes, sorry. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts again. You're fine, I promise. You're very fine. Damn! I mean, what? But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and ended up driving him home. Well, I thought you're located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly near the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How was his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. Not for the fact that he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. He was singing Living on a Prayer, wasn't he? I've been there. I've been there. Well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so we had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through to his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lie down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. Ah. Hope I didn't get sick then. I should go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Ocean. No problem at all, anytime. I'm very curious what the fuck happened here. Have a good evening then, Ocean. Come back again soon. Wild. Alright, yeah, it's just a brewpad message. Just wanted to check. No message from us to ourselves, I guess. Ah. Da 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 da. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's September 29th, girl. But, after reading the newspaper, I'm going to end the episode here. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? At least it's pretty. Researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. A lot of invasions. Dwarfira Tech teams up with Golemix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Cool. There's a teddy bear on the table, on the shelf. When did that happen? Alright, looks like we've got Bailey's in the next episode. Why are you... Okay. Sure. I also noticed as well, if you look at the amount of days we've got left, we've only got 4 days left, which means I'll probably do 2 days in the next episode, and then 2 days, the last 2 days in the episode after that. So we may end up finishing this in the next possibly 2 episodes or so. Maybe a bit longer if it turns out there's more days after that. I'm not sure yet. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, let me know what you think about Coffee Talk in the comment section down below. I'm going to go make some Chinese curry now. I'm very excited about that because my stomach is yelling at me. But anyways, thank you for watching, and hope I'll see you in the next video. Pip pip toodaloo!